Oh, come on. Hold on. It's too big. I was trying to clean the phone. How y'all doing this morning? This grand rising um Sunday morning. Where my text at? Right here. Yeah. Let's see. I don't have a lot of prophetic words, but I have enough. So how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? I took the time to hot curl my hair today. I don't usually hot curl my hair. I just be combing it. As long as it looks neat, I'm good. But I had to curl my bang. So I was like, all right, I might as well just curl all of it. So I curled it with my hot curler. I hardly ever use my hot curler or beveling iron. I'm good. How you doing? How you doing? Sorry, Daddy. I know you don't like that. How are y'all doing? Where my glasses at? Hold on. I gotta clean them. I prayed. I was like, Daddy, can you cover me today? Because when I put that thing on, it be sticking to my head and falling off. So he was like, I will cover you. He covers me every day anyway. Hopefully, I can see out these glasses. Oh, I look like a professor. You good? Who's that? Just the voice back up. You good? Good. What does it mean when a very loud boom wakes you up? A lot of times that could be because an attack was about to come. And God had the angels make a boom sound to wake you up out your sleep because a spiritual attack was probably about to come. So just cancel any spiritual attacks that the enemy's trying to bring forth to you in Yeshua's name. Hey Vince, how you doing, Vince? How's wifey doing? I never heard anything about that company that you asked me about a month ago. God never said nothing. That's why I didn't say anything to you, Vince. Tell wifey I said hello. Hi, Amar. I got you. Whisper. Buzz. Good grand rising. Jaylee. Hello. Erica. Blessings and grand rising. You see, Loretta, Grand Rising, and Shalom from South Carolina. How you say that name? Zerimax. Blessings to you too. Then we got Crystal. Hey, sis Crystal. That's my exercising sister. Y'all need to go see her channel. I have her link in my post. Go look her up. She do some good exercise. Tell Brother Frank I said hello, and the children, hello. Blessings. Baruch, Baruch. Hi. Who's that? Rick. Hi, Rick. Hi, Sis Lena. Where is Sis Alicia? I know she. If that's my Sis Lena. Azu Grand Rising. Can you pray later about Creed? I never heard of that coin. Creed? I never heard anything. I would have to go into deeper prayer. I can't just pray right now. I would have to go in deeper prayer. And when I come back, you just remind me. Apostle, you said you was gonna pray about the coin creed. Because I'll be back tomorrow or Tuesday. But I gotta go into membership. I think I'm gonna go into membership Thursday for the members. You good? I'm good. I'm good. Hello, Erica. You good? You good? Good, good. I'm good, Apostle. Good, good, good. You doing fantastic. Great. What else, Serena? Ah, she worked so hard. She finally brought her head out of work. How are you doing, my little sister Serena? Thank you. I decided to curl my hair, hot curl it. I see the devil's at work. Somebody's blocking them. Thank you. What's up, praise? You wouldn't believe the... Huh? Okay, I'm blocking that nasty person. Talking about some fart. I'm great. I'm good too. Okay, you're welcome. Grand Rising, how are you? I'm good. How are you? You just woke up in my girl. What? You know what? These people. The devil is a liar, and God gonna judge all of you. All of you coming on here, putting nasty stuff on here. Before your day is out, you're gonna get judgment. Watch in Yeshua's name. You better repent and come to God. Did somebody give me some money? God bless you for your money. Sevenfold double fold in Yeshua's name. What about all the billionaires have died of dream? Where are they? It's like, well, if they didn't have a heart for God, you already know where they at. If they had a heart for God, then they would God. Hey Karen, how you doing, sweetie? Jesus Christ died for you on the cross, defeated. Yes, he did. Hallelujah. He died for all of us. Blessings to you, Ken. Girl, you be doing too much. You know what? You doing too much. That's why you about to get blocked. It's crazy people. Good morning. I don't understand Arabic, but Grand Rising and God bless you. Hello, William. God bless you. I'm taking my time to say hi to people. And then I'm going to tell y'all. Grand Rising. Who is that? Grand Rising. Beloved Apostle Ross. I'm doing good. How you doing? Veronica. Grand Rising. Mighty Man. Grand Rising. Vince. How is your week? My week was good. How was your week, Vince? Candace. Good Grand Rising. Wait, the glasses. I know, it'll make me look like a professor, right? Hello, Sophie sister. How you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing good. How's your family doing, Serena? Greetings, woman. Greetings to you too, Christian witness. You always have the nicest glass. Yeah, TikTok and Amazon. I haven't bought any reading glasses in a long time because I have a lot of them. They like mad cheap. I think I paid $10 for these almost a year ago. You know, I love bling bling. You know, so when I see bling bling, I'm there. I am definitely there when I see bling bling. All right. God, so y'all know God has covered my head because when I put this thing on, it sticks to my head and it falls off. So I was like, Daddy, I took my time to curl my hair. So I asked him to cover my head. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all the words first. Hold on. All right. When I was in prayer the other day, the Lord gave me Ezekiel 33, right? So I read Ezekiel 33. I think it actually has 33 chapters too, right? And after I read it, this is what he gave me. He said, judgment is coming to the true house of Israel. The true Israel, not the ones we know somewhere else, but the true Israels, right? He said, judgment is coming to their house, and the nations, like many nations, including America, unfortunately, many nations are going to experience turbulence, shaking, uprooting, undoing. And he said, what that thing there? Oh, and he said the countries that think they're strong, like China, he specifically said China. He didn't even say Russia. He said China. But it's other countries. But he said He said countries, especially China, that think they are strong and full of fury, God, will weaken them. I will weaken them, and I will weaken their fractures to the point where they will be weakened. And then Yah said, and then he said, I will begin to, well, stuff is going to be happening here, but this was the shocking part. I was like, huh? He was like, I will begin to protect America. What? He said, I will begin to protect America more because many are secretly calling on to him in America. So there's a lot of people in our nation that's secretly praying to God, and he's answering. I was like, Daddy, it doesn't seem like many people are calling on you, but they are. So he said he's going to protect us more. I was shocked. I was like, Daddy, this country's so full of sin. He said, yes, and I will still judge the sin, but I will protect America more. Guys, they got plans for us. The enemy got plans for us, y'all. So God is going to protect us from the enemies. He said, because many are secretly crying out to him and hold on, y'all, and calling out to him. So people keep saying America is finished. America is over. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because our God said he's going to protect America more. He ain't say no other nation. He said us. Not to say he ain't going to be protecting his people in other nations, because he will. But he told me they got a lot of stuff. The enemy, like y'all, I don't want to say his name. You know the devil, right? Because when you say their names, you like activating their butts, right? Did you know? That's why I like to say the enemy a lot, because y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all, I rebuke him and cancel him, blood churches. But do you know when you call his name, guess what? You open his ears. Daddy just told me this 3 weeks ago. I said, what? You open his ears. When you call his name, if you say the enemy, totally different. But if you call his name and you say Satan, stuff like that, rebuke his cancel. You open his ears, y'all. So if you teaching like I teach, or you trying to explain to people about him, just be like the enemy. And if they say who the enemy is and you have to say his name, just be like, I rebuke it and close all communication doors. He cannot hear me. In Yeshua's name. God said we open his ears and he can literally hear for a short time what you are saying in your environment. So if you have to say his name, like I have to say his name a lot because I teach, I have to say I rebuke him in Yeshua's name. I close all communication doors so he cannot hear me. With the blood of Jesus. I was shocked. Daddy told me this 2-3 weeks ago. I said, Daddy, why you wait all these years to just say something? So that's the only time he can really hear you as a child of God. Now, if you're not a child of God and you a sinner, witch, whatever, he can hear whatever you say. But when you a child of God, he can't hear nothing. He can't hear nothing. And that's why when you pray, you should always pray in silence. You only do warfare prayers out loud. Right? So anyway, the Lord said that they have a lot of things planned for this country. And he's going to protect us from it. Yeah, they secretly meet and they want to come for us. They want to come for us, y'all. Daddy ain't letting them. So y'all need to be praising God right now. Y'all need to be thanking God right now for those in America and, other nations that are true to the Lord, that God's going to protect you. But America, you need to be praying and praising God that he protecting us. He said he going to protect us more. What? Okay, and then the vision I had, I think y'all going to like, oh, wait, before I tell you this vision, I got some news. I got some good news. Guess what? I've written 2 books and I published one of them. And it's about Donald Trump, the government, and America. What? It's already published. It's the ebook on Amazon. I tried to make it a book, but Amazon, they so strict with covers. I got to figure out how to fix the cover so I can make it into a book over there. But right now, it is a ebook, and it's 100 some pages for $17, I think. And then it's a hardback for $24.99 on Barnes and Nobles, because that kind of book should be a hardback. Daddy said that. So if you like me, you a book person, you like hardbacks or paperback, the book itself, if you want to hold it in your hand, the book itself is on Amazon. So y'all would just go onto my lives, click my link tree, look for Barnes and Nobles, excuse me, and click on both of them, the Barnes and Nobles, and you'll see it. It doesn't have a space on it. It has like it has like a flag. It's really pretty, right? And it's been out for 2 days now. And on Barnes and Nobles, on Amazon, you just go to my link tree and click my link tree for Amazon, and you'll see it. Y'all, it's an outstanding book. It's only 100 something pages, but it has prayers in it. It will make you understand why Trump kind of has the Cypress anointing. And the chapters are not long chapters. They're just enough, right? And then each chapter has prayers. It's a political, not really a political book, but it talks about political things. And when you read it, like when God was teaching it to me, it helped me understand. So when you read it, you're going to understand. It may not seem like God's hand is not in the White House at this moment, but it is. And even though Donald Trump is doing a lot of stuff, and it seems like he's hurting a lot of people, like I told y'all, when God first showed me he was going to win again, I told y'all that once he gets in office, he was going to flip things upside down. And the Lord said the first year, even into the beginning of the second year, was going to be hard, suffering, all kinds of stuff. And they were going to hate his guts. But then after, by the end of this year, a couple of months into next year, people are going to start understanding what he's doing, right? And it came to pass, like I told you. So when you read this book, it's really going to give you some kind of peace about him and the White House and what God is doing. Plus, there's prayers he gave me, and they're very powerful prayers. And anybody that gets the book and say the prayers, God is going to be activated to do what he do. Okay, now my second book, I finished it. I finished the cover. I just got kind of lackadaisical yesterday and didn't publish it, but I'm going to publish it maybe tonight or tomorrow. It's about crypto. People keep asking me about crypto, right? So I asked God to help me write a book about crypto, and it's outstanding. It's like 130 something pages, and it teaches you about crypto. It teaches you about I had to do research though, because I had to learn myself how to do limit orders and stuff like that. I put a chart in there. It's beautiful prayers in there, guys. God said it will activate him, right? And I put 5 or 6 major platforms in there on how to get on the platforms and trade and sell, how to get a bank account, and it has some serious nuggets. It's for beginners and advanced people, because I'm advanced, right? But it's for beginners. If you don't know nothing about crypto, it's there. And I'm going to work on it tonight or tomorrow and get it published by tomorrow night. So like 2 days later on Barnes and Nobles, it'll be ready. Now on Amazon, I'm gonna make it an ebook and a book. So I'm seeing on Amazon, they approve your ebooks the same day. So when I publish it on Amazon tonight, or I'll probably publish it on Amazon first, that way y'all could get it fast. For you ebook people and you people who like books, you'll probably be able to get the book a day later or 2 on Amazon, but the ebook, you'll probably be able to get it a couple of hours, and I'll let y'all know, right? And you guys are gonna love this crypto book. I was learning as I was writing it, because Daddy was helping me, and I had to do some research on buy limits, buy orders, and stuff like that. And I put instructions in there. It's all kinds of. It's a great book. And I never thought that I would write a book on crypto. And I never thought God would lead me to write a book on Donald Trump, in America. I have like two books out that is like unusual for me to write. So these 2 books will be added number 4. And then I got like 6 more books. I'm working on back and forth editing and doing this, and then I'm adding stuff to it. Like he talked to me in prayer, and he'd be like, "Put this in the book, put that in the book." I'm like, "Okay, Daddy." Right? And I still got to make a cover for the mental health book. I still got to make a cover for prayer book 3. So I got some stuff to do, y'all. I got some stuff to do. So go get my book about Trump and the government in America. If you want the hardback, it's $24.99 Barnes and Nobles. And if you just want an ebook, it's $17 on or $17.99 on Amazon. And I had to raise my prices a little because guys, Barnes and Nobles, they're taking more money, and Amazon is taking more money. Talking about print and stuff went up. I'm like, what? So in order for me to make a decent penny off my books, I had to go up. If Barnes and Nobles didn't go up, I would have made that book on Barnes and Nobles like $21.99. But they went up. And on Amazon, I would have made it $14.99. But they went up. So sister gotta make some money. I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta eat. I gotta make my pancakes and my eggs and sausages. I got bills. So go get my book. And when I do the crypto book tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to let you know that it's an ebook on Amazon in a book. And then I'm going to do Barnes and Nobles that same day or the next day. Y'all going to love both books, especially the crypto book. I was just so ecstatic just writing it and researching and stuff like that. I was ecstatic. I said, Dad, this is going to help a lot of people to get in crypto because people always ask me, Apostle, can you help me? I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that out here. You ain't trying to sue me. Look, and you ain't trying to sue me from that book neither because it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You always have. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Let me tell you the vision. I have vision, and I knew it was some of y'all, because you know how you have a vision, and you see people's faces, and you don't really know them like totally up front, but you have a inkling. You have an inkling that you know them. So I knew in the vision that. Hold on, y'all. My nose is just bothering me. I knew in the vision that it had to be people who was following me, right? Under the ministry. I don't like to call you followers. I say ministry people. And it was a bank, and many people was in the bank withdrawing money. Now I don't know what's gonna happen, y'all, but something big about to come. Some financial downpour. I ain't even gonna say wealth transfer. I'm just gonna say financial downpour. It's coming to some of God's people. It was quite a few people in the bank. There was lines, like, okay, like it was a lot of bank tellers, just straight, right? And how you explain it. Where they keep the little machine where you put your card in? That was like a marble, pretty beige color. It looked like the marble that God likes, right? With tint green in it. And I would say it had to be about 10 maybe 12 tellers, right? And each person was there at the teller, getting a bunch of money, but it was a long line of people behind them. They were all colors, black, white, Spanish, you name it, right? Foreign. And they were just getting a bunch of money. I can't tell you if it was 50,000, 100,000, whatever, million. I mean, you only could get a certain amount of money out the bank. And if you want anything over, what is it, 100 grand, they're going to order it for you because they don't really carry it in the bank anymore, or they'll give you a cashier check. If you're going to buy a house or something, let's say you got $1 million, they'll give you $1 million cashier check, right? But something really big financially is going to hit God's people, for real. It might even hit some sinners too, because they could be in the mix, right? Because that happens, right? Wherever there's good, there's evil. Right? So I woke up, I was like, Daddy, something big about to happen. He was quiet. And when he quiet, I know something's going to happen, right? I mean, it was so many people in that bank, and they was getting big money. So I'm not saying it's coming from crypto stock. I mean, eventually people will reap from that once Donald Trump stopped tweeting and get this stuff over with China. I'm sick of it. What's gonna happen, y'all? He gonna keep tweeting about this doggone China stuff, and people just gonna ain't even gonna affect the market no more. Cause people just gonna get hardened, and they gonna get fed up. They're gonna get fed up. He gonna keep tweeting if he does this. He gonna keep tweeting about this doggone China. And people gonna look at him and be like, nah, you ain't get me this time, bro. You caused me to sell last time. You caused me to lose everything. I ain't working this time. And the market ain't even gonna crash. I'm telling you, I said it to Daddy a couple days ago. Because he does it like clockwork. He did it again. Thursday or Friday, he did it again. And he tanked the market Friday or Saturday. It was like almost before 5, before the market closed. So everybody getting hip to him and his oligarchs that's telling him to do this, right? People getting hip to him. And I said, Daddy, you know what's going to happen? I said, people are going to get immune to his tweets. They ain't even going to let the market crash. Mark my words. If he keep doing it, watch. I mean, really, watch. Him and that president in China is supposed to be good friends. You mean to tell me y'all can't get y'all tariffs straight? But you know what? I have a family member that works in the tariff department at FedEx. You know what he told me? Because I asked him, I was talking to him this weekend. I said, do they really have 100% tariffs on China from America? He said, yes. He said, everything about China, 100% tariffs. I said, what? So Trump is telling truth? He ain't lying. He did. And then my son said, Mommy, oop, I just told you, my son, I didn't do that. Lord, forgive me. He said, and we ain't paying hardly any tariffs to anywhere. So you see on YouTube and stuff how they be saying, oh, we paying 50% tariff, 75%. No, we're not. Trump is telling the truth, y'all. He knocked the tariffs down. He said, we barely paying any tariffs for any. He said, we're paying tariff, but very small in comparison to what we used to pay. But anything from China, 100%. Other countries, he told me 50%. Some other countries, 25%. Some other countries, 30%. I said, so Trump is telling the truth. He said, yeah. Now, my family member been working in tariffs for months now. And I just, never thought to ask. And the Lord said, ask him. So Trump is telling the truth, y'all. He has made millions of dollars, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, almost $1 billion by now. Because he cut the tariffs down for us. He really did it. And my family member ain't gonna lie to me, because he not crazy about Trump. He really did it. And he said China is paying 100%, other countries 50, 35, 25, 15. I said, wow, Trump did it. So I don't care how much you don't like the man or hate him, you shouldn't hate him. He making bank for us, y'all. Why you think he was able to pay the military? What? Our president's making money for us. He the first president in history, not history, since Kennedy maybe, in a long time that's making us money. And them other places, other nations is paying through the roof. China paying 100%. And that's the problem. That's why the market keep taking, because Trump will lower the tariffs, because my son told me he lowers them and then he takes them right back to 100% with China. I'm like, what? So look, y'all gotta love him. You gotta love him now. I don't care how much you dislike him. I know people losing their job, but you gotta understand something. He cleaning the swamp. All those federal workers, they were Biden workers, and a lot of them, the positions they had was not even needed. not even needed. They were filibuster positions. They weren't even needed, right? So, but he is making millions of dollars for us. And I keep seeing online and hearing he gonna give us a check one day, right? And remember I saw that. I saw a check coming to people, right? So, and I know he's cutting food stamps, welfare, but guys, it's in my prophecy book for y'all that have it. I told you that they were going to cut food stamps. I told you they were going to cut welfare. And then eventually welfare and food stamps will not exist. Eventually Section 8 will not exist. Eventually unemployment will not exist because states are going to run out of money. They're going to run out of money. But guess what? Cycles repeat themselves, and yes, we're going through a rough time here in this country and other countries, right? But we're coming into the good and plenty years starting April 1. You know, I mean, although they say 2026 is in January, so January, February, March still may be rough months, but April 1 is the good and plenty year, and that's the start of the first 20 years, and those are the best years. And the last 5 to 10 years are the worst years, and we're in the last year. That's why it's so bad, right? So when April comes, we should start seeing a breather. I mean, it's not to say stuff ain't still gonna happen, but we should start experiencing some type of breather. And I was listening to Willie D. He's an ex-rapper, right? I like him though. I was listening to him, and he was teaching people how to go on. Was it Home Depot? I think it was HomeDepot.com. But I didn't copy the link, but he was showing how HomeDepot.com was offering free courses like in real estate, tech, all just free courses, right? And he's pretty smart, Willie D. And he said the reason why they're doing this and other companies are going to do it is because they want to train people and prepare them for when the job market rebounds. Man, once I heard that, I went to prayer and I was like, Daddy, he got a point there because everything comes in cycles. Like, remember 2008.com, right? That was bad. It was worse than what we're going through now. I mean, it was terrible, right? And it took about a good year to 3 years for stuff to really get good again, right? So for the past 5 going on 6 years, it's been really rough for us all around the world, especially America. And the past 3 years, and especially the past 2 years, have been really, really bad. So we have gone through a 6-year cycle, and we have also gone to a 3 to 2 1-year cycle. So what that means is between 2026 and 2027, even 2028, the job market is going to start turning around again. Although we got a lot of AI and AI is taking jobs, I had a vision years ago and I told y'all about it. I don't know if y'all remember it, but the Lord had told me that he wasn't going to let AI take over and take jobs, that he was going to bring jobs back to the people. And he was telling me how a lot of these AIs are going to, what did you say? Misfunction. A lot of these AIs were going to misfunction because they still need humans to fix them, build them, and create them. And yes, AI does have a mind of its own, and it will have more of a mind of its own one day, just like in that movie Total Recall, right? But for now, the Lord told me that AI was going to be having a lot of problems. They were going to be having problems with AI, and they're going to be needing man's hands to, fix these things. But he has shown me a dream where AI had took so many jobs, which it has done, but that a lot of humans were going to be put back in these positions. He showed me that because remember in 2019, he told me they were going to try and bring the book of Daniel, Zechariah, and Revelations to pass. And he said it was not yet time. And it was going to seem like they were getting away with it. But in the end, he was going to stop them. And he's been doing that. Ever since 2019, he's been doing that. Because when the Biden administration was in there, we was meant to be finished. We was meant to be a second world country. I told y'all that. A second world country. But God did not let them do that. Although it was a lot of damage done, he didn't let them do that. And see, now Trump is being, I'm not taking up for Trump, but I'm being logical here. He's being blamed for a lot of stuff that he should not be. He's cleaning the swamp. That's what he used to say. He's cleaning the swamp, and he's literally trying to make our country better again. So far as food stamps, Section 8, and welfare, you have people that's been on Section 8 for 10, 20 years. Ain't no way you should be on Section 8 for 10 to 20 years. Your behind should have went to college, graduated, went out there and got you a job. Instead, you out there opening up you know what and having all these babies. I used to work for the welfare, social services. Welfare, food stamps, Section 8 is meant to be temporary. It is not meant to be a decade long for you or 2 decades long. It is not meant for that. It's only meant for you to give yourself time to go to college, get educated, or get a trade, and get a job, or start your own business. So Trump is just cleaning the swamp when it comes to welfare Section 8. He really is. You can't blame him for cutting it. I mean, it's our tax dollars. And people paying through the roof in taxes. You can't, you got people sleeping in their cars, y'all, that work, make $2,000-$3,000 a month or more, and can't afford to live in a doggone apartment or pay their mortgage, because mortgage have doubled and tripled, right? But think of all the years that they paid into taxes, and it funded welfare, it funded food stamps. It funded Section 8, but they can't even get in it because they make too much money. They can't even get welfare or extra food stamps because they make too much money. But yet their tax dollars went into this system, and the system has failed them, and they're sleeping in their cars while you got these welfare mommies and daddies, especially welfare mommies, having 5, 6, 8, 10 babies, living off of our tax money because somebody else is paying their rent and they're only paying a little. They getting $1,000 a month or more or less of food stamps, and don't even talk about the welfare money, right? Then they got the SNAP benefits. I mean, they got everything, but then you got these people sleeping in their cars, hotels, God knows where, paid all those tax dollars through the years and can't get no help. But you got somebody else feeding and living off your tax money. Come on now. It's about time we have a president that has some darn sense and cut them off. Everybody tell you to have 6 babies by 6 baby daddies where you can't go out there and work. That was your choice. That was your will. Why should we as taxpayers support you and your 6 babies? Well, we got babies and we can't even get no support because they say we're over the limit. So I like the fact that Trump is doing it. Do I feel sorry for children that is going through it? Of course I do. Because it's their parents' fault, their mama's fault. She shouldn't have had all these babies by these different men and they ain't married not one of them. But you want us taxpayers to support you, give you food stamps, give you money, and give you Section 8. And when half of the people in the world who doing that, sleeping in their cars, on the streets, and in other people's houses, or in a hotel, and can't get no help. Can't even get in the shelter because you got a job. And y'all mad at our president because he's trying to help us taxpayers out? That's been taken advantage of for decades? Y'all mad? Now let's get into immigration. I love anybody. And I don't care if you want to come here and start a new life or if you're running from a bad life. Just do it legal. File your paperwork and do it legal. Don't be illegally crossing the border and illegally coming here and working 20, 30 years, making all these dollars and taking it back to Mexico, Puerto Rico, Peru, Colombia. You got mansions everywhere. Venezuela, wherever you from. Spain, you got mansions everywhere. Everywhere. Africa. You Africans is known for that because I love my Africans, but I know y'all very well. I grew up with them. I knew a girl back like 20 years ago. She built a doggone hotel being a CNN here in America, a CNN. She sent money back home and built a hotel and a mansion off of our money. And now Trump He done put a cap on that. It's only a certain amount you can send back now. And I think that's good because I don't think any country should come over here and make money off of us, build mansions and hotels back home, when we here in this country don't have nothing. We can't get nothing. You try and get a loan, they make it hard for you, especially black folks. You try and get a grant, they make it hard for you, especially black folks, right? But the Africans could come over here with their educated selves, because they're very educated, and come over here and get these jobs and send our dollars back home. Do you know $1,000 of our money is 1.6 million naira? And then Zimbabwe, I think $1,000 might be $4,000 or $5,000 because their money is different, because some call it cobbles, Nigerian dollars, whatever, right? But I know in Nigeria, $1,000 will get you 1.6 million Niger dollars. Now, in Nigeria, all you need is $1 million Niger dollars to start a business. You could start a laundry business. You could start a church. You could buy some land with 1 million Niger. That's it. So do you know how many Africans have got? It's hundreds of millions. $100,000 of our money is 100 million over there. Do you know what 100 million could do for you in Africa? You can have 2 mansions, baby. All kinds of business, baby. House help, security guy, build a place for him to sleep. What? You all live like a king and queen over in Africa. You know, you Africans know I'm telling the truth, right? But is it fair? I don't care about Africans getting money and going over there and building stuff. But is it fair that other countries can build off of our dollar, right? But we can't. And people be like, oh, y'all lazy. Especially black people, they lazy. No, we ain't. They don't want to give us nothing. They don't want, black folks is the hardest people to get business loans. Even houses. A white person selling their house and they find out you black, they don't want to give it to you. The inspectors will cheat you that inspect the house. We got it bad over here, black folks. You know what I'm saying? We got it so bad. We ain't lazy. Now, mind you, yeah, there is some lazy ones, because in every culture, every color, even white folks, there's lazy people, right? But for the most part, black people, a lot of them aren't lazy. Some are, but a lot of them aren't. It's it's less lazy than there is non-lazy, right? But if we could get the opportunity, like white folks, Latinos, Africans, Jamaicans, everybody that comes over here, like when those immigrants was coming, they was getting $150,000 loans to buy food trucks. They was getting $16,000 a month in cash, $5,000 a month in food stamps. We saw the receipts. And then you got a family from America, born and bred in here, only getting $200 a month in food stamps and $500 a month in money, and can't get no loan to buy a food truck. Just before the Biden administration left, they was about to get them $150,000 to $250,000 to buy houses, down payment on houses. They was putting them in apartments where they barely didn't have to pay no rent. But then you got all these Americans, especially in Chicago, sleeping on the street. And you using our tax money to fund them? Then you have these sanctuary cities. Homeless people in America couldn't even get in them. Then they taking kids out of school and closing the school down and making it a building for them to live. They couldn't even get in hotels, homeless people, because all the immigrants was in the doggone hotels. You tell me, how's that right? That's our tax money funding this. And you got people sleeping on the street in front of the hotel that's American. Couldn't even get in a darn hotel. And y'all mad at Trump? Y'all mad at Trump because he trying to get all of them immigrants out that's illegal. The ones that's here, they stay. And I'm going to tell you something. If you read the Constitution, you will find out, especially on immigration, a lot of stuff he doing is legal. Do you know in the immigration thing, it says that any residing president that resides, he can change immigration laws? Do you know it says that? So what he doing is not illegal. Why you think every time they take him to court, right, they'll win? They'll put a block or injunction against him, but he turn around and get the block injunction removed. Why? Because what he's doing is legal. So he's getting out almost 2 million illegal immigrants. Then he getting on the cartels and the gangs, No president has ever done that. And I told you it was going to be a big cartel leader that was going to threaten the lives of Americans. You better not go to Mexico. Better not go to Mexico, San Juan, none of them, because they put up 2 banners. They give you 30 days, so that's 2 weeks left. And if you live over there, even if you're from there, but if they find out you had Americans, they'll kill your butt. They're going to kill your butt. Because I told you, God said President Trump was going to put a big dent in them. And then it was going to rise up for a little bit, which they're trying to do. And then eventually he would dismantle them. They would still be around, but nothing like they was. And we see it happening. Prophecy coming to pass. Right? So my immigration people, I love you. I really do. And I don't care about you coming here getting a better life. But we can't come to Mexico. We can't go to we can't go to Puerto Rico. We can't go to Colombia. We can't go to Africa. Africa can't stand us. You know how many black people don't move back from the diaspora? They can't. They killing them. They poisoning them in Ghana in the marketplace. They taking their money. They getting married to them. And when the money's gone, they leave them. We can't go places and do what people do in our country. So why should we sit here and allow people to come to our country and do these things to us, and we can't go to their countries and do it? We have to take a stand. So many people have gotten rich off of our country. And so many people in this country and from this country have gotten poor behind it. Why should foreigners be able to come over here and get $150,000 loan, get loans for house, get free rent, get sanctuary cities made for them? And you got people sleeping on the doggone ground for who knows how long. And they never could get this. $5,000 food stamp. Who in America ever got that much? $16,000 cash welfare. Who in America has ever gotten that much? Free rent for 2 years. $250,000 to buy a house. Who in America got that? Huh? Buying food truck. Who in America got that? It's not right. It's not fair. And so I back my president. I like the fact that he cleaned the swamp. And not letting people take advantage of our country no more. And our tax dollars. But then let's get on Trump. He said, was it 20 million? Or was it $1 billion? Or 100 million? Was it Venezuela? One of them countries. To bail them out. And he got a lot of backlash. And I'm like, Daddy, how are you going to send that kind of money to that country to bail them out when we need bailout? We need people off the streets. Homelessness is at record high, and I told you 6 years ago this was going to happen. We need people off the streets. He could take some of that money, have apartments built for people to get in them. But the thing is, in order for you to stay in them, you have to prove that you're trying to find a job. You have to prove that you're going to school. You have to prove that you're taking some kind of trade, because this housing is temporarily for a year or two. And when a year or two is up, you got to go out there and get your own. Don't just put them somewhere and let them live it. No, prove you trying to work. Prove you trying to educate yourself. Make your life better. And make it temporary for a year or two, like they did these immigrants. He should take some of that money and give $150,000, $250,000 to people who are working, who could maybe get a house with it. In Georgia, you could still get a house for $150,000. It may be like a little 2-bedroom townhouse. And for $250,000, you could probably get a 2-3 bedroom house, maybe 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. But if you want anything bigger than that, you're going to pay about $400,000 to $1 million down here, right? But $150,000, $250,000 could get you a house. It could even get you to buy some land and build you a little hut on it, whatever you want, right? Like they was going to do the immigrants. They were going to give the immigrants $150,000 to $250,000. They gave immigrants loans and grants for $150,000, $200,000 to buy food truck. Why can't our president do that for us? Biden did it for these immigrants. So they've already shown y'all, they've already shown us that they can give $150,000 to $250,000 to people to get a house. They've already shown us that they could get grants in loans and get people to buy food trucks and restaurants. They're already showing us that they can get up to $5,000 in food stamps, $60,000 of gas. They're already showing us. They're already showing us that they can take parts of America and make it into sanctuary cities and put people in there for a year or two for free. They're already showing us that they can pay hotels and let people live in there for free. So why can't they do it to us? Why can't they do it for America? They're already showing us they can do it for the immigrants. So if you can do it for them, why you can't do it for your own nation? We $37 trillion in debt. But yet you giving Venezuela, I believe it's $1 billion or 100, whatever it was Samson's amount of money. And he's still giving Ukraine money to fight. Look at all the billions they done gave to Israel. Wasted money, right? So why you can't put money to our debt? Because it's a game. It's a lie. It's a deception. 37 trillion in debt, but you giving billions here. Here, Biden administration, I don't even want to tell you how much money they gave out, and it was astronomical. Why can't you take that money and pay our debt? They don't want to pay our debt. You want to know why? Because as long as we got that debt, if you add it up, I think every American, $150,000 of that 37 trillion is on your head. It ain't on mine because I rebuked it years ago, and I taught y'all how to do it too. So as long as there's debt on every American's head in this country, Satan can have a right to our finances. But you have to separate yourself from the matrix and break covenants with that debt and ask God to pay your debt in the spiritual realm when it comes to that $1 trillion debt. $37 trillion debt, you have to break covenant and soul ties with it, cancel it, and even repent for it. And it's not your fault. And then ask God to pay your debt for you in the spiritual realm. Then you're part of your debt to that 37 trillion. And then in Yeshua's name. Then and you can ask him to do it for your bloodline, lineage, foundation, DNA, generation. You can go all the way back to Adam and Eve, your mother and father's side, step parents' side, ex-godparents' side, ain't-godparents' side, your incarnated lives where you carry that debt. And ask God to pay all of it spiritually. And the enemy cannot come for your finances no more. He can still come for America's finances. See, this is why America gets nothing. This is why the American people get nothing. This is why everybody else gets money. Because as long as they keep that $37 trillion debt, every American has $150,000 to $200,000 on their head. So Americans will never get nothing. Nothing. And if you don't want that debt on your head, I just told you how to get it off your head. Y'all ain't never thought about that? Why they ain't paying that debt off? Why they can... Biden could have... Let me tell you, when Biden was president, he could have paid it off. I'm telling you. When Trump was president the first time, he could have paid it off. When Obama was in there for 8 years, he could have paid it off. When the Bushes was in there for 16 years, could have paid it off. When the Clintons was in there for 8 years, could have paid it off. Because it was way cheaper. President JF Kennedy tried to pay it off. He tried to stop taxes from going to Britain. He tried to work with greenbacks. What happened to him? What happened to him? They showed a film where his driver turned around and shot him in the head. It wasn't that Harvey Oswald, whatever his name is. It was doggone driver. It's all over TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. You could see the driver. They had doctor. The driver turned around, boom, shot him in the head. He could have killed Jackie too, but I guess they didn't want to kill her at that time. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all say that prayer, you will get that debt off of you, and God will pay your debt. And I bet you your finances, because I'm telling you, when I taught this, was it 5-6 years ago I taught you guys this? A lot of our finances got better. Hold on. I got text. Wait. Can't see it. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. A lot of us, our finances got better. People who couldn't get jobs for years got jobs. So you better say what I just said. And then you ask God to cleanse your finances. And thank God for removing the hands of the enemy off your finances and paying your debt that they're putting on you unknowingly to you. Many people don't even know they carry $150,000, $200,000 of that debt. And they can pay it. Let me tell you something. The Lord told me a long time ago and recently, America ain't broke. We still one of the richest countries on the planet. We ain't broke. Don't let your government fool you. Y'all, we ain't broke. When welfare stops, when unemployment stops, when food stamps stop, when Section 8 stop, it's not because they don't have money anymore. It's because they don't want to pay it anymore. They don't want to pay it anymore. But you'll still be paying taxes, and they still going to be taking it. Well, I don't know. IRS is supposed to be, like I saw him get rid of, I saw him overturn Roe versus Wade, and he did in his first term. And then right after that, remember that vision I had 2018? I saw him shutting down the IRS. And he's shutting down some of it. A lot of them are getting laid off and leaving. But he can't really completely shut the IRS down until he get these tariff things right. Then he can start working on that, right? So will the IRS be totally gone? I don't know, but eventually taxes are going to get better for us. Trust me, they're going to get better for us. So you can't really get mad at your president. Like, he's basically playing both sides, to tell you the truth. He got them oligarchs in his head. And I told y'all we need to pray for that seat he's sitting, because that's the seat of the enemy, right? So he's, on the other hand, he's trying to do right by us. And on the other hand, he's trying to service these oligarchs. That's why he keep crashing the market. Because let me tell you, anytime he crashes the market, them billionaires, millionaires, what do? Whales, they call them. Johnny says it all the time, TC and them. What do they, Uncle Larry, what do they do? Go and buy it up. Crypto, stocks, you name it. They go and buy it up. And then it makes the dollar strong. When the crypto market and the stock market crash, it makes the dollar very strong. So when the dollar is strong, crypto and Bitcoin is going to fall. And stocks are going to fall. So during that time, they buy it up. And Trump got a blockchain now. So he buying it up. Well, his sons is running it. He buying it up, putting all them coins on there, making them rich, buying it up. And then just before he make a tweet, his millionaire friends do what they do and make hundreds of millions of dollars. We all see it. We know it. But we can't do nothing about it but to pray. This time, 19 billion or more, it wiped out people to the point where they can never come back. Hedge funds, limit orders, buy all of that. It's shock. What happens is, especially in the stock market, these companies don't have the money to cover these hedge funds. So what do? They wipe it out. They collapse it. And not just retail people lost their money. Institutions lost their money, right? But it wiped out a lot of retail people to the point where they can't come back. And then some people, they just decided to just get out of crypto because they think crypto is done. But like I keep telling y'all, how is crypto done? The digital money that eventually we will have one day is based off of the crypto. Why do you think crypto was invented? The only way to get digital money and to get out of paper dollars is to already have a digital platform. Why you think we have Quant, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin? Why you think we have those things? So we can eventually go to digital dollar. Why you think we had those things? So why you think crypto gonna go somewhere? You know how many oligarchs and billionaires, millionaires got money in crypto? And all that stuff they've been buying, stocks and cryptos, since these crashes. You really think they just want to sit on that money? You really think they don't want to reap from that money? All these blockchains coming out, Trump's blockchain coming out, they want to make money. So eventually they're going to have to let crypto rip. They're going to have to let it rip. They're going to have to. They have no choice. And the end of next month will be 4 years we've been going through this. And a 4-year cycle is going to be ending. And a new cycle's coming. So all of the people who got out of crypto thinking crypto dead and finished, you were very foolish. I wouldn't care if you had $100,000 and your portfolio was down to $25,000. you shouldn't. You should just prayed and stayed. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When the oligarchs and Trump decide to let the market rip, it's gonna be like none other. You think that $19 billion they took? Guess what? That $19 billion or more is gonna come right back in the market. And all of you who have been holding your crypto, your stock, whatever it is you got, you gonna get parts of that 19 billion or more that they're gonna bring back. Because God told me, He said, Rosalind, wherever they take, they replace. And when they replace, it's always double. That's exactly what He said to me. They took 19 billion or more. So when they replace it, it may be 38 billion. You never know. Or more than 19 billion. That's going to come back into the crypto and stock market. And whoever held on, like I said, if you had 100,000, it's down to 25 grand. Whoever held on and did not sell, okay, of course you might have sold some stuff because you was up. So I could see that if you was up before the crash came or just as the crash came, I could see that. But those of you who did not sell because you saw your thing dwindle, or you couldn't transfer your coins off of your Tangent card or whatever you use in time, but you still held on, you will be reaping of that 19 billion or more. I can't tell you when, but it's coming because Daddy said it. It's coming. So you don't ever think crypto is dead, because crypto is not dying anytime soon. Because our president has a huge blockchain. He got a coin. His wife got a coin. His son got a coin. Ed got a coin. Just like they reaped hundreds of millions of dollars off those coins. Do you know Barron Trump is worth almost $500 million already because of his coin and his trades that he do? He be helping his daddy. He be helping their mama's worth just as much as the daddy. They all rich. Ivanka, Eric, they are some of the richest politicians on the planet. And when they leave the White House, they're gonna be probably the richest White House family in history. Because when Obama came in the White House, he was worth 11 million. His wife was worth 500,000. I think Obama's worth 200-300 million now, and the wife is worth almost 100 million. If you do your research on every president that has ever left, you'll see how much richer they got. Donald Trump's so stinking rich, he takes his $450,000 salary and donates it. What that tell you? So if you think crypto dead, you a fool. You a fool, because our president and his oligarchs and everybody else, the Pelosi's, all of them, they gonna get their money. They ain't buy these coins at the dip for nothing. They gonna get their money. Just like a lot of y'all bought at these dips. Because y'all know, like the Pepes, the Bonks, Sheba, Bad Idea, what's some other ones? Maya, M-A-Y-N, how you spell it? M-A-N-Y-U, Rights coin. Oh, what's the name of that coin? Forget it. Wait, let me see it. I'm gonna tell y'all. These are the coins that's gonna skyrocket. Because every time the market comes back, those be the main coins skyrocketing. Y'all better pay attention. Hold on. Especially the Pepe on base, Ethereum Pepe, Bad Idea, Sheba. Them things be going up. Sheila, Sheena. What's that? Even Terra Luna be going up. And that other coin is called Reserve Rights. I did my research on that. That's a very good coin. And do you know they got Coinbase Wrap XRP? What? And it's the same. It's a penny less than the XRP. I couldn't get a lot of it, but I got a little bit. All you need is like $100, $200, $300 worth of this Coinbase Wrap XRP, because XRP is gonna go to $50 one day, $100 one day, $500. I saw it. Even some of my friends said they saw XRP at 1,000 in like 5 years. So if you took $200-$300 and got the Coinbase Wrap XRP, you might get what, like 100? Oh well, hold it. right? The reserve rights, there was a young man, I think his name was Brandon, on here that told me about it. And it's a little pricey, but you should be able to get you enough, right? And then that notice coin, NOICE. It's on Coinbase and it's on the Base network. Both of them shot up when the market, every time, these are coins. Every time the market goes up, these coins go right along with it. Turbo, Nutcoin, Tailcoin, Monkcoin on Base, and Monkcoin on Ethereum. Toshoshi, Toshi, they go up. MANYU, Mayan, they go up. The Chinese ETH goes up. The Crisis King coin goes up. And what's some other one? Modine goes up. Bulk goes up. Mochi on Base, MICHI, that goes up. Baby Poo, that goes up. MONG coin, that goes up. Mill Lady goes up. Dojlin goes up. Dojlin Mars. Especially that Stronghold Sticks. Stronghold Sticks. It's up already. All these coins, I'm telling y'all, I'm looking at them. Yeah, those are the ones that be going up. And let's go on Coinbase and okay. When you go on Coinbase, they show you all the coins. They show you all the coins. Hold on. Pump is one of them. Goes up when the market starts going up. Jasmine, XRP, Shiba, XCN. I told y'all Pepe already. Toshoshi on ETH, Falaki, Bonk, Dodge, and wait, I gotta click on that one because I can't see it. Hold on. Why are you taking so long? Oh, it's called Flare. That one has not even dropped through any crash. Flare. And Johnny be talking about that one. That's how I learned about that. XLM has not dropped, right? That one goes up. The Kernel coin that comes from Ninja. And what's that other coin? SQD, that comes from Ninja. H bar. Like I said, the Notice, NOICE. The Spark, that's from Ninja, SFK. And the Uno coin. I learned that one from Uncle Larry. And Quant, Solana, of course. These coins are like the main coins that be hitting y'all when the market go up. It never fails. And I be studying it. And that those are the kind, I'm not telling y'all to sell, hold, or buy, but those are the kind of coins you should be invested in. The ones that hold up during crashes and the ones that immediately start going up. Pepe never fails me. Bump never fails me. Bad Idea never fails me. They go up. And this is a buying opportunity for Bad Idea, Pepe on E, Pepe on Base, She, Jasmine, XRP, XLM, Uno, Pump. I mean, because the market is going up a little, but this is still a good time, you know, not telling you what to do, to invest in those kind of coins. So you want coins that's crash proof, because a lot of them are. And that other coin that Ninja gave us, it's on crypto.com. What is the name of that coin? React. That thing held up through the whole crash. Still holding up. So those are the kind of coins you want. Like, even if the market cap is really, really low, those are the kind of coins you want, because they go up every time the market goes up. Every time. That's the kind of coins you want. That's the kind of meme coins, altcoins, and stable coins you want. The ones that's going to go up when the market starts going up, and the ones that don't even crash during the market. That's what you're looking for. Now, I know Dodge Mars is a steal right now. I think you get that on crypto.com. You can get it on Base, I think, right? And that tectonic coin is a steal. I mean, a steal. I mean, they are the lowest they've. As a matter of fact, excuse me, they are low like they was 4 years ago when they first came out. I think for $50 for Dodge, is it Titanic? You could get 2 billion for $50, if I'm not mistaken, on $75. Dodgeland, I think for $100 you could get 1 billion. You don't need much, right? Those are the kind of coins that be going up. It's another coin on crypto that go up every time. Book of memes. I noticed that goes up like Mill Lady every time. Book of memes and that Sui coin. I don't got much of that. It's a book of memes, Sui coin, Titanic, Dodgeland. Trying to think of that other one. Dog with a hat. Yeah. Those coins be, it's more of them too. I noticed they be going up. So those are the kind of coins you should be looking for. The ones that go up when the market go up, and the ones that don't crash that much or very little when the market is crashing. That's and all these coins was very expensive at one point. Sheep even picked up a zero. Was very expensive. But now you can try and get you a little something. They don't went up some, but not back where they was before the crash. Right? They not back there. Not at all. So you might want to pray and ask God. Oh, I gotta go, y'all. 4 more minutes. Y'all might want to pray and ask God about these coins, right? Okay, I got 4 minutes. Let me look at some comments right quick. Grand Rising, Baruch. I received my financial downpour. Ain't me. Ain't me. Now that's definitely cover me. Ain't me. Baruch. Hey girl, you got what? How do you say your name? Falak? Shout out. Hey sis Alicia. Where the money going? I have no idea, y'all. Do you know how much money we give to Israel? No, it's in the billions. That I know. In the billions. I love the way. Oh, thank you. Red or blue? It's a. Yeah, you're right. Hello, Mateni. How you doing? God bless you too. Yeah, that's what Willie D said. Look up Willie D channel. He just made the video a couple of days ago. So look up Willie D and click and you'll see it. What does it says something about Home Depot. I just saw it like literally 2-3 days ago. Okay. The Lord gave some dreams about Trump. He was helping people in the dream. The Lord knows I don't like Trump. Y'all remember that vision I had of him when he was in office the first time? He had on a tuxedo, a white shirt, and I think a green tie. And he was giving, people was giving him greenbacks and he was giving them cash. So I believe that's going to happen in this term because it didn't happen in the last term. You're right. It's for temporary use. It's used to help myself. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I got food stamps for 3 months. I ain't gonna lie. When I had my first son, my mother took me to the welfare office. I ain't know nothing about welfare. She took me there and they gave me food stamps. They didn't give me money because I was living with her and I had a little job, but they gave me food stamps. And 3 months later, I was honest because I had got a better job. And I was honest and I went and told them and they told me I made too much money so I couldn't get food stamps no more. Yeah, 3 months. And then I turned around and worked for them years later. Good day. How you doing? Oh, thank you. Y'all are amazing too. If you work for the money and pay taxes, then you can do whatever you want with your money. You got that right. Understand what you are saying, but what about the businesses who get all, huh? These, yeah, that's true too. Businesses do get a lot of breaks. And that ain't right neither. I mean, they get a lot of tax breaks, and millionaires they pay less taxes than a retail person. Baruch to you, Shauna. We can see the good he doing now, but hopefully we will use it soon because I don't see it. Good morning. I don't know what you says, but I love your accent. Oh, thank you. You can't understand English good. Take some free English courses. We blacks need to come together. Yeah, I say that all the time. All the time. Everybody need to come together. Not just the black people. Everybody need to come together. I'm Jamaican. I came and worked hard while America ate in welfare, and they went when we be buying home was in welfare and got off not for me. Amen. God is good. Yes, he is. Trump need give out money. Yeah, he need to give us a check every month. You're right. Do you know in the Constitution? That's in the Constitution. I got the Constitution. I got both of them. You need a magnifying glass to read it. Do you know that's in the Constitution? Do you know our ancestors, American people used to get checks every month from the government? Yes, they did. So when they talk about trying to make smart cities and giving us money, they did it before. We used to get rent subsidy, check every month from the government. People still work, but they have to. It's in the Constitution, y'all. That's why you should buy. I paid $100 something for each one. You need to get it and get your magnifying glass and read that sucker. They made it so small where you don't want to read it. You need a magnifying glass, and it's in fancy writing. Yeah, we're supposed to get that. And guess what else? The government is supposed to be working for us, not us for them. They flipped the script on us, y'all. Not all Americans are on welfare. That's right. Not all of them. Most people work for their money. No, but yeah, there is a lot of people on welfare, Nicole. There really is a lot of people. There, you would look it up. Google it. Google how many people are on welfare. You will be surprised. You will be surprised, Nicole. Please do yourself a favor and Google it. You will be surprised. A lot of people on welfare, a lot of people on food stamps, a lot of people live in Section 8, and a lot of people use SNAP benefits, including people who work. Grand Rising. These people are everywhere, even in the business. Yes, they are. And one-time stimulus will not help. It needs to be continued for a while, the stimulus. That's what I'm working towards, paying the bills off with God. Amen. Yeah, there are in the music war. Yup. Devil, you had no legal rights on God's money that I have. Amen. For me, I don't know. Cool, I'm broke in high school. I'm trying. Well, I pray God bless you with some money in Yeshua's name. Hello. See, these people are in my file. Grand Rising. Pray. Hey, sweet Davis. Praise Yah. He need to bury up. Yeah, I need to hurry up. What about React? I just talked about React. It's a good coin. That coin didn't even crash that much, but a few percent when the big crash happened. Okay, you just remember. Yeah. Grand Rising, everyone. I got to learn from the lie. Yeah, the devil is a liar, right? Yo, do you know Trump sued YouTube and got $24 million? What? You see, you can't sue YouTube. I saw it in an article just the other day, $24 million for them taking his account away or something. I'm like, what? Trump did that? $24 million. I think he said he was going to donate it. Now, he the first one I ever know to sue them and win. If somebody else sued them and win, I don't know, because Google has this code where they're not liable for a lot of stuff. They're not liable for the videos we made. But I think they're about to change those laws because Kenny Lattimore, and his wife he married to, they're pushing for some new laws where people can't make fictitious accounts from other countries and say that they're here in America. It was a big thing. I'm like, well, I ain't know all of that. Yeah. Hey, from South Africa. Grand Rising. Hello, Byron Middleton. Hold on, y'all. I don't remember eating in a dream in forever. I saw this apostle I'm familiar with feeding. Oh, you better cancel that and cancel any covenants or soul ties with that apostle and stop following them because God is showing you. Maybe that apostle's into witchcraft or voodoo or something. So you need to stop following them and cancel that dream and act like you vomiting up stuff. Cancel the covenant and stuff with him. Thank you for sharing this information. It's not often you can all information to help financially. Amen. I always give financial information to help people. I want to empower people. Wow. Government for us, not us for them. Right? Time to start that up again. All you guys got to do is start reading books. I got like a big old library. When I buy my house, I'm going to have a room just for books. They everywhere. They under my tables. They in my garage. They in my storage room. I love to read. That's how you get wisdom and knowledge. And then I get a lot from Daddy too. I would say 25% come from the books. Other time 75% come from God and life itself. Thank you, Rosalind. Have a blessed Sunday. I sure will. Thanks for the shout out for my Kingdom City Finish. You're welcome, Sister Crystal. You know I love you, baby. And I love all my other sisters and brothers. All right, so I gotta go. All right, so I'll see y'all tomorrow, Tuesday. And all of you in the members thing, I'll see y'all Wednesday or Thursday. And we're gonna do the lunch money thing too, okay? So God bless everybody. And y'all, and I'm gonna up the lunch money to $35 because y'all listened to me last month. I made a little extra last month. I made a little extra. So 12 people gonna get $35 instead of $25. So keep it going. Let that money keep getting big, big, big. Never know, it could get to $50. $100. Keep watching them videos. Go and watch some of my old videos that got low. I got videos that got 200, 300. Go look under my videos and watch them videos. It's a bunch of them. I got a bunch of millions. I got a bunch of 100,000. I got a bunch of thousand. But I got a bunch of ones that's under 200. Go look at them. Just go on my page and hit video. And you'll see all of them. And they're good videos. And some of them are a couple of minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. Go start looking at them and bring them up the ranks. And that's going to help with money. So the more money I get, the more y'all get. So now we hitting $35 this month. And next month for 12 people for lunch. So we're going to get to $50. All right. So we were going to work together. Okay. All right. So I will see y'all soon. I got to go now. Okay. So much love to everybody and shalom.